Good morning, blessed morning, Empress. I want to know, are you in Jamaica or are you there in the States?
So I live in the States, but I'm currently in Jamaica.
Okay. Which part you there? Kingston, Montego Bay, Ochi?
I'm Mobi and Made.
Mobi I come from?
Yes, I'm Mobi and I come from.
All right. So which part of the States do you live?
Florida.
How is it in Florida? I feel like every time I read a Florida story, it's always Florida man does something crazy. Like he was fighting with a crocodile, or he drove his car upside down, or like it's always wild. So now that you live there live in person, isn't that crazy?
It is crazy. It's always a crazy story from Florida. But it's similar to Jamaica, so it's like a home away from home.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing experience living there. It's, great opportunities. The road now pothole and them so.
Yeah. The sewage now leak.
You know.
All right, so in Florida, are you in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Orlando?
So I'm in Orlando, actually. Yes.
Okay.
Amazing.
How long have you been in Florida?
I'm away from the busy life. Miami's very fast.
Yeah, very crazy, very fast.
Yeah.
Expensive too. Very expensive.
Yes, it is.
So how long have you been in Florida?
I've lived in Florida for about 2 years, but when I moved to the US, I moved to California at first.
So why did you move from California to Florida?
Yeah.
California is the
It's like the Mecca.
The good greens and
Not just the greens, even business-wise. Yeah.
But at the time when I actually drove from California to New York. But at the time, yes, Top Girl did up on a journey. And
Damn.
I didn't have a lot of sources of dancehall and reggae music where I was. So I was in search for that. So I took on the journey to travel so far, to get to this place where it was more dominant, because in New York there are a lot of Jamaicans. Like in California where I was, there's like 2 out of 10 people, and then everything is so far away because LA was like an hour and a half away from me, and then it was
stressful.
Different. Yeah. So it was a good move.
The first step I had about you actually was through my brethren, my big brother Shaneil B, on BBC. So she was like, yo, the next coming girl, top girl, my name is Shaneil, blah, 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 blah. Then she dropped Yamabel. I was like, yo, that Shaneil sound bad. So kindly share the genesis of how did you grow up in a church setting? Did you sing at choir? Did you start rapping at the age of 15, 14? Like, just give us a genesis.
Cliche stories. Well, I used to sing in the church actually. One of the cliche stories. Yes.
We got a church girl in the building.
I used to sing at church at a small age. I used to sing at funerals, weddings, those small things. As soon as I, knew I could sing, my grandmother would take me everywhere, whether it's a funeral or so. But that's where I discovered my talent of singing. But my talent of writing came when I was in high school. And, just doing regular projects that teachers would give us to use our creative skills to do. So I would always choose writing and singing and stuff like that. So after that, when I heard the big boss himself, Vibes Cartel, and couple songs, and couple different artists, and see how well that they put their words together and make melodious music with rhythms, then I was like, let me give it a try. And practice becomes perfect, and after, because I'm still learning up till this point.
Yeah.
So definitely it started at a young age, but it's still growing every day.
I love it.
Nice.
Also, I love your bucket hat, Top Gal. Where can we get those? Shameless plug. Where can we get the merch?
So actually, April 4th, it will. We ship worldwide. Okay, baby.
Yes.
So April 4th, it will be available on the website because I'm doing a collaboration with Bridge Boys. So it's www.shopbridgeboys.com, boys with a Z.
Yes.
So, you could get the bucket hat, and other Top Girl merch will be there as well. We have tops, we have the track suits and everything. So, get your shopping on, and it's very affordable. So,
You're good. We're good.
Budget.
We're ready. We will check our credit card, debit card, MasterCard, all the cards by 4th. We will be ready. And you're looking super, super cute. I do want to say one thing. I even told Henna off air. Because of your music and everything, I'm like, yo, I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
Like, I'm intimidated.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk to Shaneil Muir. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to piss her off. And then I'll meet Shaneil Muir from COVID soon done. You know, like I was like, oh my God, please let this go well. And you're literally such a sweet human. Like off the cuff.
Yeah. Do you get such?
Do you usually get that from people?
I do actually. I do. But
yeah, I was proper. I was like, yo guys, nobody mess with Shaneil. I was like, internet, IT department.
Yeah, make sure everything,
not,
our Wi-Fi connect, everything good.
I don't want to annoy her, please. Do you think when people see you like that as a dancehall artist, it helps? Or do you think it's a hindrance? Because of course, as a lady, you know, being out here in the industry can be really, really tough.
It is. Well, I think the thing that it may be intimidating is the voice. It's the voice of command. So when they hear that in music and the different types of music, but then I'm a complete different person in my personal life. Yeah. You know, but it's all entertainment at the end of the day. I am a very approachable person, you know, but do approach with caution as well.
Please, step carefully.
Just to be clear.
Yeah. So, like, how do you get ready to go on stage to perform? Obviously, it's been really sucky, you know, the last couple of years with the pandemic, you know, because of your song, COVID Sundan, actually explains all of it. It's been really tough to be in performance spaces. So, how has it been for you? Have you managed to perform in some places recently, and what's it been like?
I've managed to perform in a lot of places.
Nice.
Despite the pandemic. I've performed in different countries. For the first time, I've traveled outside of my country, as in Jamaica, the island itself. Yeah. Other than traveling back and forth to the US. So I've performed in St. Vincent. I performed in the BVI, that's British Virgin Islands, Tortola. So, you know, places like that. And the experience has been impeccable. So it's like, when I look back and at the experience that I've had with them and to see how the reception was with the crowd and everything, and you know, before I even go to perform, I always just you know, admire the atmosphere, admire the live audience, and see what vibe they're in, and then, you know, I just work my way through there. You know, I'm always nervous because it's always a new crowd, there's always new faces, so it's you're in your mind as an artist, you're like, how am I going to, you know, feed the minds of who's looking at me right now? How am I going to retain their attention and stuff like that, or even gain new fans tonight? So I'm always looking like, you know, I maybe say a little whisper, a little prayer in my mind and stuff like that.
Nice.
But yeah, that's how I get ready.
All right, so let's just jump to the music, and I wanted to know, you know, like your relationship, you know, with Shabdon. You know, when Shaneil Muir and Shabdon link up, whether it's on a rhythm, whether it's
whatever
on a single, like whether it's a collaboration with Vibes Cartel, like it's always a hit. Like as a DJ, I'm looking, when we get a Shabdon juggling, a Shaneil Muir, me look pan. First, you know, me not look for Vibes Cartel, Chronic Law, the rest of the artists there, I look for your record first. So tell us a connection about between you two, and also you have worked with, you know, Papi Don, you know, you've also worked with other producers. So tell us about, you know, that process and connection between Shaneil Muir and, you know, Shabdon.
Yes. Okay, so one thing I can definitely say, Shabdon has an ear for great beats. Because as a producer, you have to have an ear for great beats. And so the beat can speak to the artist, and then vice versa. So when he sent me the first track, I think that was Toxic at the time, and I listened to the beat, I automatically could feel the energy from the beat itself, where I could create music. Because in order for an artist to really write on a beat easily, or you know, not all the time we love the challenges, but you know, it makes it easier for us to create good music when we have something good to work with. So when any beat whatsoever that I get from, not every beat, but he has an ear for some major beats, for example, Exclusive and Toxic, and the Ride It. So whenever I listen to a beat that he sent, I could right there and then just create a song, and it becomes something big. So there's definitely chemistry in the music there. So yeah, man, big up to Shabdon. Him definitely know good beats, you know. So you know,
he always comes through.
Artists, they get good songs. Yeah, definitely.
Shabdon is the guy, and I'm so happy to hear that. I wanted to ask you about collaborations with women fellow females them in reggae and in dancehall. We've seen it happening, and we see, you know, like we're like, oh my god, this is amazing, want more. There was a time you were hanging out, you were with Spice. There was the time I saw you with Jada Kingdom. So I want to know, is it? There was also the second time where we saw a little ugliness, you know, with former Lady Saw calling out a bunch of dancehall female artists, and some people were for her, some people were not in support of that. So I want to know, when it comes to collaborating with the fellow females in the industry, do you find like it's hard? And what usually is the problem? Is it like labels who make it more difficult? Is it like the fans who are creating that haterade between you guys? What exactly is the problem?
Well, I could only speak for myself, and in terms of that, I think usually it's about the timing. Usually it's always about the timing. I've never really encountered a situation where a fan causes heat stroke behind or between fellow co-workers. But I think it's the timing, because most times as an artist, when you have projects outstanding and you have projects unreleased, but it's not a collaboration, obviously, and then you might have another project with the artist, whether male or female, and it's time for you to put out certain kind of projects, and then your energy may not give you the vibe to drop that specific project. Right. So a lot of times for me, I could say it's timing, but on a realistic scale, maybe with other I don't know. I really don't know what they may experience, because I've never really experienced the situation.
Yeah,
so
you haven't been there. Which female dancehall and reggae artists are you jamming to at the moment? Who's on your playlist? Who's making you happy? Which songs?
I I'm just playing. I listen to Jada Kingdom a lot. I listen to her tracks a lot, because she has, especially with her collaborations, she has really good tracks right now. And basically, I will have times when I listen to majority of the female artists.
Yeah, nice.
Spice. Yeah. I just have sometimes when I just listen to most of them.
Right.
All right. So we have Wolipa singles, coming out for Miss Shaneil, Muir, of course, by Sharp Dons. Some singles you put out with good production. Big up the whole team. When are we getting a solid body of work, like in terms of an EP, some like an album, a sophomore project? Do we have something, a mixtape, or rather,
Everybody comes to Vibes Radio.
Because so you have the big songs them out,
Yeah, it's true.
Shaneil, I know you're doing a lot of work, but when are we getting your work?
Basically.
Yeah, basically. All right, so I'm glad you asked, because I think it's time for me to give you guys a package.
Nice.
Something that you can sit and but I'm working on it to make sure that it's something that when you guys hear, you don't have to skip a song, and you're gonna love it, and it's going to stay with you for the rest of your life. Yes, it's gonna be very impactful. So I'm currently working on my EP. I'm gonna give you all the EP first. We'll talk about the album later.
Okay. It's okay. We'll take the EP.
I'm gonna make sure it's a good body of work. So yes, so once y'all get that, I'll know where we're going from there. So, but very soon, I'm currently working on it. So hopefully, by the mid of this year, or by sooner, hopefully by around my birthday in July.
Okay, summer.
So
yeah.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. So speak to us about the new single out of the Active Reading produced by Sharp Don. Of course, you had Vibes Cartel on your project, and Vibes Cartel is known to support a lot of female artists. On his camp he had Kina Gaza Slim and the rest of the gang. He has been supporting Spice, and of course, like, what was that that conversation with? Did you talk to Sharp Don to link Vibes Cartel, to link Short Boss, or did you call Vibes Cartel? Did you go see him? Like,
how did it happen?
Give us the nitty-gritty, something exclusive, you know what I mean?
Okay, I'll tell you the secret. I wished on a star.
Oh my gosh. You know what we didn't know?
Yeah.
We didn't know that Shaneil is a clown. That's what we didn't know.
We there, wait, and that's the first word you say.
Moving closer to the screen, I'm like, tell me, what's the secret?
I'm telling you the secret.
Okay.
I wished on a star.
Okay.
And Boom. Ride it.
Yeah.
Just
Right,
like that.
Boom. Just like that.
Yeah. Just like no. Gonna say, okay, I know off air we can speak with Shaneil Muir of how she got vibes.
She'll
Cartel.
tell you. Like
Gonna
that.
say, ZJ Chrome has been on air, and we'll put him on blast. Like, yo, brother, let's speak outside. You can't say how we get, at the teacher on a record. So we respect that.
We'll take our seats. You know what I do want to ask? There's a time Cranium shot his shot.
Yeah.
For Shaneil Muir, and she did mention that she drove to New York.
Yeah.
So I want to know if she was able to see somebody while she was there.
Funny, very funny. But my drive to New York was long before that.
What did you think when you saw it? Did you guys chat?
Honestly, that was an in the moment of entertainment type of situation.
Yeah.
So that was a public live. So he was entertaining the public.
Yeah. All right. So speak to us briefly, about this trap dancehall, thing that is going on, in Jamaica. Here in the 254 in Kenya, we embrace it, as much as we love the, the 90s thing, the old school kind of dancehall thing. But, trap dancehall, for lack of a better word, is now taking over in Jamaica. And, we have, artists like you, in doing it. We have producers like Shabdon, and, the whole crew doing it. So what are your thoughts regarding that? Because you're having some veterans coming out and saying, say, I know dancehall this,
Some haters.
take us back to the 90s, take us back to, them kind of beats them. So what are your thoughts and, where do you stand in terms of that?
Well, this is what I think I have something brief to say about it. Music decides where music goes.
Right.
That's all. I think that covers any question in pertaining to my opinion on that. Music decides where music goes. So if trap dancehall, if that's what they call it, is the thing right now, that's going to be the thing right now. If 90s is going to come back into the 2000s and rock the place, that's exactly what it's going to do. And if it's R&B, it's R&B. It's just music decides where music goes.
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay.
So this coming weekend, just a couple of days away, we're going to be having the Grammys. And we have the artists that have been nominated for the best reggae album. But we also have some really sad news where Billboard said that they were creating an Afrobeats chart, which was very exciting. But they're considering letting go of the reggae one. And I'm like, bro, why can't we win? We still don't even have a dancehall award in the Grammys.
In the Grammys, yeah.
So I want to know, what do you think about that? What do you think we can do to make dancehall like more recognized globally? But also, who do you think is going to take home the Grammy?
Well, to be quite frank, I'm not sure who's gonna take the Grammy home, but I hope whoever does, God bless your heart, you deserve it.
Yes.
Yeah, but and with the chart, the whole charting thing, and Afrobeat, dancehall, dropping reggae, wherever that stands.
Yeah.
I just think that whatever work is put in, that's what you're going to reap. So into me saying that to say this, if there's a certain level of consistency and a level of drive that is needed to put your genre on a certain pedestal, then we need to do that. Because if it were, then and they were making a certain decision, then we could argue and say, okay, this is that. But sometimes it may be biased, it may not be, but I just think that we should just continue doing what we do, just not necessarily, because if we focus on that specifically, then we're not going to get the authentic genuineness of the music itself.
True, because you're trying to perform for certain people or get certain people's attention.
Exactly. And we're global now. Reggae global now.
Yes, it is.
For real.
We don't really need charts to tell us that.
It's true.
So let me ask this. In terms of, we have you put a lot of, dancehall, singles. The only one drop record that I've heard from you is the one that you did for Shabdon and, with Jackie, who's currently on holiday right now.
Well.
You know what I mean? So, are we getting some more projects?
I didn't know that one called Black is Beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's the second one. Yeah. But we need more of Shaneil Muir on One Drop rhythms, you know, on Chimney Records rhythms, you know what I mean? And yeah, like, will we get this on the EP or coming out? Some couple of songs coming out?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. You're definitely gonna get more of that because in this body of work I'm working on, I want to make sure that you're getting an all-round 360 of me.
Nice.
So you won't be bored at all. You'll have something different, you know, but something substantial. Cause you know I love to tell my stories.
Yeah.
My music,
Yes.
I love to have a good vibe. So yes, I'll definitely make sure that it's there.
For sure.
do you have a name for this project, or you just you know? Just you have a name for it?
And I'm considering something, but I don't want to say it yet.
Give us the exclusive, no man. We need something. Yeah.
I was thinking about my diary.
Oh, I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
like it.
At least we've squeezed in a little bit of exclusive,
We have.
Yeah.
Whenever you come to Vibes Radio, you have to give it
Exclusive.
Just letting you know for next time.
Of course. I am looking forward to that.
So we've seen Coffee dropped her album Gifted 2 weeks ago, a week ago.
Yeah, about 2 weeks.
Just
Yeah,
2
this
weeks.
month.
Yeah,
Last month, sorry,
very
last month.
recently. And she has no features, no collaborations on there. Shinsia dropped her album Alpha, and she took a different approach. She has quite a few collaborations on there. So I want to know, do you have interest in collaborations? Who do you want to work with? You know, maybe they're tuned in or whatever. You could shoot your shot as well. Or even people who are outside of dancehall and reggae that you would really want to work with.
Okay. So when I think about collaborations right now, I would love to work with my, people inside of reggae. And how I think about that, I just think about the energy and the vibe. Once the energy is right, it doesn't matter who you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. As long as the energy right, then I'm all for it. But like outside of dancehall and reggae now, give me some Wizkid, please.
Yes.
Boy. Understand?
Yeah. That'll be a fire tune.
Yeah.
Fire.
That would be crazy, man.
Wizkid, you've heard.
So you listen to a lot of Afrobeats too?
Yeah, tell him, Shaneil, you're looking forward to that collaboration, please.
Yeah, so
okay?
do you also listen to a lot of Afrobeats, apart from Wizkid? Who else do you rock
are you
with?
rocking with?
Tem.
Yes. Thames. A gem.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep.
Any plans to come perform on this part of the world? Africa, Kenya. Have you?
Question? I don't think that's a question. It's a rhetorical question.
The question
right?
is when.
Exactly. It's when. 'Cause trust me, I need to be on that side of the world. Okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever been to this side of the world? though?
Visited any
I've never
countries?
been. I've never been.
You're gonna have an amazing time.
You're ready for 15 hours flight, 16-hour flight?
Yeah, it's small thing.
I'm ready to take it.
To be in Africa, it's a small price to pay.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so before we let you leave and continue with the rest of the day, like what do you feel we should you need to share with the Kenyan Massive Dem, the people who are listening to you for the first time right here so on Vibes Radio, like what does Shaneil Muir want to tell them, you know what I mean?
Tell your children black is beautiful. To be alive is a whole lot of privilege. Education is the key to rule the world. You don't need to be white to be a pretty girl.
Hey.
Tell your children black is beautiful. How we not go beg for no privilege. Knowledge is the ruler of the world. You don't need to be white to be a pretty girl.
Hey.
Just know Shaneil Muir loves you. Thank you so much for supporting me. I'll make sure so you keep tuned in. You don't know, Instagram at Shaneil Muir, Facebook, same thing.
Yes.
Stay tuned, and I love you all. Thank you so much for staying tuned with Shaneil Muir. And
Woo! For all the black queens and
Hold
kings.
on. Can I borrow that necklace? It looks good,
Right? The chain.
The chain?
The bling bling.
Come on.
You're asking the top gal. She's gonna sell you hats worth the price of the chain.
No. I have mine. I have mine, we can exchange.
Come so she can see.
What do you think? I have mine. See there.
of course, watch there. Two of them at that.
Imagine. And he still wants yours. Grids. Sigrid.
Yeah, but thank you very much for passing through, Empress. Support 100%. Big shout out to ZJ Sparks. She told us that we're gonna have a conversation with you, and we are super excited.
Yes.
By Monday, we had made the poster. We are ready, and say you're a busy girl, so we thank you very much for taking out time and just speaking, to Vibes Nation, the Kenyan Massive them, and we're looking forward to see you this part of the world real soon, man.
Vibes Adrenaline, more vibes every day, all day.